My name is Danielle Townsend. I'm an assistant principal here at Harlem High School, end of the alphabet, shout out to S through Z. I think it is important to look at and work towards eliminating racism in schools, specifically here at Harlem, for a couple of reasons. The first one is that as a school and as a community, we pride ourselves in making school a safe place for all students to come. I think that in a lot of cases, our students who are Asian, Hispanic, Black, biracial have a lot of extra weight added to their shoulders as they come in our building each day. We need to continue to step up as administration, staff, students to interrupt the things that we see, to kind of step in and insert ourselves in ways that work towards eliminating the racism that is kind of both out, and being able to be seen, and kind of those more subdued little microaggressions that we know. Our Black and brown students are not going to be able to feel comfortable here. If students aren't comfortable and students aren't safe, our students can't be successful. Eliminating racism will go towards ensuring a more equitable playing field for all of our students here. It will allow our students to move through spaces that they might not feel that they had access to, and it will work towards creating a more culturally diverse environment and where all students are celebrated and kind of allowed to make our environment that much more rich.
My name is Brad Sweet, and I am a social studies teacher at Harlem High School. And I am an anti-racist, predominantly based on my lived experience. Many students that have had me in class know that I'm from a small town called Ferguson, Missouri, which had at its roots a very systemic racist policy while I lived there, and of course because of the color of my skin, I never knew.
And my Black and brown friends at my school didn't have the same experience in my growing up. It offended me beyond belief. And there was nothing I could do to go back 50 years to fix that. So I've decided and took that on to say, look, we can't continue a system that marginalizes our Black and brown friends and our Black and brown neighbors, because it creates a system of inequality that doesn't hold up to the promise of what we've been told this country's about.
Hi, I'm Khalees Woods, and I feel like cultural appropriation is a huge issue at Harlem High School because students use racial slurs and make jokes about people of color that are not appropriate. And I feel like administrators do not do much when these things are being told. They more so just to us to like brush it off, or they can't do anything about it, when I feel like more can be done.
Hi, I'm Matthew A. I'd say my experience in this school, it wasn't too pleasant. Coming in here freshman year, a whole new experience for me compared to the middle school. And the first welcome that I get is I get called several slang words that are very discriminatory towards my race, which is Latino. I've been told several times to go back where I came from, and called a work stealer. It just hurts. The fact that I am not accepted by a lot of people around me, especially coming into this new school, a freshman. It was already hard enough losing a lot of my friends.
Hi, I'm Antonio Aguilera. At first it started out small, and then it kind of turned into bigger things. I started getting called names such as Beaner, Border Hopper, Spick. It was just kind of stuff like that it started out to be, and then it kind of got more elaborate. People were telling me to go back to where I came from and asking me like where my green card was, and it all kind of hit me pretty hard. It was pretty insulting to me just because I knew that the things that people assumed about me weren't true. It got to like people assuming the kind of person that I was opposed to who I actually was, but it didn't really matter to them. I would go home a lot of times and I would just cry, and I didn't want to be, I guess, the person that I was. just because of the color of my skin and where my culture is from.